Hello and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar News channel. Today is one of those rare days where the energy feels completely different. This is not one of those usual, maybe someday conversations. This is breaking news and it's coming in hot. As of 5 p.m. today, word is flying fast that Wells Fargo has updated its internal currency screens to show the Iraqi dinar at over $3. Yes, you heard that right. A live rate in the $3 plus range. This is not a small jump. This is not a minor adjustment. This is potentially the very moment that millions of IQD holders have been waiting for. The question now is simple. Is this the long-awaited RV finally here? We're going to break this down from every angle so you understand what's happening, why it's happening now, and what you need to do to be ready. The breaking UPDATSO, here's what we know. Reports started surfacing this afternoon from multiple sources saying that bank screens specifically at PMD at Wells Fargo were quietly updated to show the Iraqi dinar trading at over $3 per IQD. The exact number being whispered is around $3.30. This news didn't come in the usual rumor form we've seen before. Instead, it started with private messages from individuals who work in the banking sector, followed by chatter on investor channels, and now it's spreading fast. What's unusual is that this is not isolated to just one random bank location or one insider. Several separate reports point to the same timing, 5 p.m. today when the rate update appeared. This is why so many people are asking if this could be the official revaluation going live in real time. Why this feels diaphyphery and let's be real. We've all heard the RV stories before, seen screenshots that turned out to be fake. We've heard next week promises for years, but something about this moment is different. First, the timing. This is happening right after a series of economic reforms in Iraq and increased activity between Iraq's central bank and international partners. Second, the source. A major U.S. bank like Wells Fargo is not known for casually updating rates without reason, especially not to over $3. And third, the speed. Usually, when rumors start, it's a slow burn. This time, the news went from whispers to full-blown conversations in hours, and now people across different platforms are confirming similar numbers. This is why so many in the IQD community are leaning in and watching closely tonight. A look back at IQS to our why to understand why a $3 plus rate even makes sense. Let's rewind. Before sanctions, wars, and decades of economic instability, the Iraqi dinar was one of the strongest currencies in the world. In the 1970s and 1980s, the dinar was trading well above $3. This wasn't speculation. This was real, documented history. Iraq had a strong economy, massive oil reserves, gold, and strong trade relationships. The value of their currency reflected the wealth of the nation. Over time, geopolitical challenges, conflict, and economic sanctions crushed the dinar's value. But the resources never left. Iraq still sits on some of the largest proven oil reserves in the world. They still have gold. They still have natural resources that give them economic leverage. What they've lacked until now is the international reset of their exchange rate. And that is exactly what the $3 update could represent. The global context. It's important to see this in the bigger picture. We're in 2025 and the global economy is shifting fast. Oil prices are on the move again. BRICS is expanding. Countries are talking about gold-backed currencies. Digital currencies are becoming part of national banking strategies. International trade agreements are being restructured. In this environment, Iraq stepping back into the global stage with a strong asset-backed currency makes sense. They've been making quiet moves for years, passing financial laws, proving their banking technology, aligning with international requirements, and building reserves. An RV right now isn't just about making IQD holders happy, it's about positioning Iraq as a stable, valuable trading partner in a world where financial power is being redistributed. This is why so many analysts believe this timing feels right. Bank activity CGNLS. Another thing people are noticing is subtle bank movement. This is not front-page news, but behind the scenes. It's been training for currency desks, system updates, and reports of back-end screens lighting up. Staff at certain locations have been instructed to review exchange protocols for specific currencies, including the dinar. These activities are usually brushed off as routine, but when they all start happening at once, right before a rate change rumor, it's hard not to connect the dots. And here's the kicker. Banks don't prepare for a major exchange rate shift overnight. This type of thing takes planning. Wells Fargo's IQD rate really just moved to $3 plus. That's a sign that the preparation phase might be over, and the execution phase could be starting. The $3.30 IMPA-CT, let's talk numbers. If the IQD is indeed showing around $3.30, what does that mean for holders? Well, let's take a simple example. If you own 1 million Iraqi dinar, at the current program rate, it's worth under 900 United States dollars. But at $3.30, that same 1 million becomes 3.3 million United States dollars. That's not just an investment return, that's life-changing wealth. For many, that's enough to pay off debt, buy property, start businesses, or retire. And for Iraqi citizens, the impact is even more powerful. Strong purchasing power means they can afford basic needs, save for the future, and build a better life without constantly losing value to inflation. Private exchange WAGSPR Sading 2. The buzz are whispers about private exchanges already taking place at high rates under NDA agreements. Some claim they've already been paid out at rates above $3. While this can't be fully confirmed, these reports add to the feeling that a major shift is already in progress behind closed doors. Historically, in currency reevaluations, private deals sometimes happen first with select groups before the public rate change is fully released. If that's the case here, we could be in the final stretch before the public announcement. Why OW? The big question is, why 2025? Why now? Iraq has been strategically silent for years, working to rebuild infrastructure, meet IMF and World Bank requirements, and strengthen their economy. They've increased oil exports, secured foreign investment, and passed key financial laws. They've also built up foreign currency reserves to back a stronger dinar. With global shifts happening and financial systems preparing for new asset-backed currencies, Iraq may have seen this as the perfect moment to step back into strength. A $3 plus rate isn't just about pride, it's about positioning Iraq for global trade, attracting investors, and stabilizing the economy for decades to come. Could I go higher? Some analysts are already speculating that $3.30 could be just a starting point, a holding rate to stabilize the market before allowing the dinar to float higher. If Iraq's economic growth continues and oil prices remain strong, the dinar could gain even more value over time. But even if it stays at $3 plus, that's already more than enough to transform lives and economies. The responsibility factor with opportunity comes responsibility. If this RV is real and you're holding IQD, you need a plan. It's not just about cashing in and celebrating. It's about protecting your gains, paying taxes properly, and making smart financial decisions so your new wealth lasts. Too many people in history have squandered sudden windfalls because they weren't prepared. Don't be that person. Have your accounts ready. Talk to professionals. Think long-term. Next steps for HOLDRs. Here's what you should do right now. Review your IQD holdings and know exactly what you have. Understand your bank options for exchange, especially if you bank with Wells Fargo. Prepare the documentation you might need for a large transaction. Speak to trusted financial and legal advisors. Stay plugged into reliable updates and ignore unverified screenshots. The community the IQD community has been through years of ups and downs, rumors, and delays. Many people doubted, some walked away. But for those who stayed, this could be the moment that changes everything. Whether the official confirmation comes tonight, next week, or next month, the signs are stronger than ever that Iraq is ready. To revalue, that $3 rate is live at Wells Fargo right now. Then history is unfolding in front of us and you're part of it. So here's the bottom line. Wells Fargo updating the IQD to over $3 at 5 p.m. Today is the strongest public signal we've seen in years. It's not hype without context, it fits with Iraq's long-term goals, their economic history, and the current global financial shifts. Whether this is the official launch of the RV or the final step before it, the momentum is real. Stay.com, stay ready, and stay informed. Because if this is the revaluation moment, you'll want to be ready from start to finish. The wait may finally be over.